Alright, guys. So, we'll see how this video goes. I think it is just going to be a YouTube exclusive. Ooh. I might post it to a few relevant groups. But this is about insomnia and the effects meds have on people who have insomnia and how they react differently per person. So, just to explain my day. My day was very eventful. After another night of a few hours of sleep. If I'm lucky, after taking an Ambien, or two, or three. Don't do that, by the way. I woke up probably about, I don't know. Uh, well, I went to bed about 4, and I think I got up about 11. Like none of it's quality sleep, but it is technically sleep. So I guess we count that like 6 to 11, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's like 4 or 5 hours or some shit. Uh, I think for some people that would probably be miserable. I think for others, you just kind of get used to it. It just becomes your normal daily thing, right? All right, so flash forward. Tonight, I hung out with two very lovely friends. We hung out in their little nice garage. Kind of garage. It's like an open garage. So you're still kind of outside, but you are protected from the harsh weather of the Washington area. Okay. And we had pizza, which is great. Although I have acid reflux, so that's not so great. We had drinks. I think I drank most of them, as usual, even bringing my own ingredients, because I'm cool like that. So, I got a little sloshed, but I made my way home. I got home about midnight, 12:30, and I was actually just so tired, I couldn't do anymore. Normally, when I get back from like a party, I'm actually kind of reinvigorated. I don't know if that's the right word, but like I'm ready, like I'm good. Like I'll get on, the computer and I'll listen to music and I'll chat with people. Poor people that don't want my drunk messages. It's 4 in the morning. But overall, I get back that late. And I kind of feel like I'm in my element. So when I make a video with someone, it's tough because I don't really feel like I can work around their schedule. I think they have to work around mine. And I know that's not fair, but I'm a gamer and I do it kind of for a living and a passion. And I just cannot get into my element in the day. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be fun for me. I'm not going to enjoy it. It's just going to suck. So, yeah, that's how things go. Anyway, getting to the point. I was so tired I could do nothing. So what I did was I laid in bed, being very tired, and this was about 12:30 in the morning. And now it is 4:42. So I got sick of laying there, tossing and turning, never being able to sleep, feeling tired, miserable, worn out, but still too tired to sleep. And to me, that seems like such a bizarre concept. Being too tired to sleep. However, I had a therapist in the past that told me if you're laying in bed, you're tossing and turning, and you can't sleep, and it goes on for more than an hour, get up and do something. So that's what I'm doing. The problem is, I took an Ambien a half an hour ago. So by now, the Ambien should have a very full effect on me. Now, if you don't know about Ambien, it's a very strong, I think it's a hypnotic drug that generally knocks people out. When I got my first sleep study, they actually gave me insomnia. They gave me Ambien. And they gave me 2 pills. Each were 5 milligrams. I had told them previously I had very uh, bad problems sleeping. So I think that's why they gave them to me. But when I got into the little room and settled, the nurse there was, warning me. Like, these are strong. They're going to knock you out. I've seen patients that, I'm setting up. I'm putting the wires on. I'm like gluing the wires onto them and attaching the finger meeting readers and the oxygen level detectors and the heart rate, stuff, because they're monitoring all of that while you're sleeping. And she was saying some people take like a half of an Ambien and they're just falling asleep while this is happening. She's like, so they don't recommend it. But anyway, I took 2 of them, 5 milligrams apiece, which equals to 10 milligrams. I laid in bed. I watched, I think, Forensic Files for about 4 hours. The Ambien made me feel a little tired. It made me feel kind of good and relaxed, but it did not knock me out. And so my sleep study was finished. And then I went to a psychiatrist because in our town, that's the only way, generally the only way, you're going to get Ambien. Now, she gave me Ambien for a while, but she cut me off. And then I went to my regular doctor, and I told her, look, I have the worst sleeping problems you can imagine. And with that, she goes on to all these things. She says, well, like, is your sleep hygiene good? Is your bed clean? Take a shower before bed? Do you keep your room dark? Is it cool enough? Are the lights off? Are you covering up all the little lights? Uh, um, are you not looking at your phone right before bed? Have you tried melatonin? Have you tried valerian root? Have you tried meditating? Like, it was just all this shit. And yes, I've tried every single one of it. And I'm like, yep, tried it all. So she gave me a couple other medicines. I think one was doxepin. Did nothing. They gave me trazodone. Did nothing. They gave me Seroquel. Did nothing. So finally, she's like, you know what? All right, I'm going to give you 10 milligrams of Ambien. And for a while, it kind of worked. Like, I'll lay down, I'll put headphones on, I'll listen to a song I like, and I will eventually fall asleep. I think with a lot of people, they take an Ambien and then they they're gone. But for me, it's a very, very slow process. And it's getting to the point where, like, one's not working, two's not working, three is not working. So we know that's bad, and we know what that is. That is intolerance, because you build up a tolerance to a medication, and then it leads to pill addiction, and that can ruin your life. So that is where I'm at now, and it's something I've been fighting with internally for a while. Like, do I need to cut the cord? Do I need to stop Ambien? So what I'm doing right now is I will go through an Ambien prescription, which is meant for 30 days, in about a week and a half. And that's not good. But for that week and a half, I generally get some okay sleep. And then after the week and a half, I have withdrawal. Now, withdrawal lasts exactly 3 days for me, which is weird. So the first day, I just feel really hot and I feel really cold at the same time. So I have chills, and that's fun. And I don't feel well, and I don't sleep the night of not taking it at all. The second day is a little worse, but it's really still kind of the same thing. You kind of just have a headache. You don't really feel good. You have the chills, like you have a cold. You know, you're coming down with the flu. And the third day, it finally starts to get a little bit better. Throughout the day, you don't have as many chills. You're not that cold. You're not that hot. You just kind of feel eh. And you go to bed, and you don't feel too bad. Your mind isn't racing as much. And you feel like maybe somewhere, sometime within that night frame, you will fall asleep. And for me, I do. But it's usually 6 or 7 in the morning after drinking. Anywho, once you get past the 3 days, I really don't see any withdrawal at all. It just goes back to normal. And normal for me is just not being able to ever sleep. And it sucks, right? It's not fun. And I just feel like I have to wonder, like, is it the medicine? Is it the technology that we lack? The science behind insomnia that we don't really know how to treat it? Because with a lot of problems, right? You have pain, okay? They give you a pain pill, and it feels better. But with insomnia, for me, nothing works. And like I said, I always get the same suggestions: the magnesium, doxepin, trazodone, melatonin, valerian root, chamomile tea, sleepy time tea. Geez, I mean, the list goes on. and on. And I hear it a million times from everyone. And I don't blame them. They're trying to help. But it gets annoying. Anyway, I'm going to end this video with my main points. And I apologize if my mic sounds weird. I had my mic set up on a clamp to my table. And it just fell over. So I'm not dealing with that right now. But I'm talking to you on my webcam, which also has a mic. And since there's not a lot of background noise, I think I should sound okay. But this is leading me right now to the end of the video, which is my question to people that do have sleep problems and are on medication. Okay, and by the way, people have also suggested weed or CBD oil. I tried one strain of weed. It made me paranoid, scared. I kind of wanted to die. So it didn't help, but it helps for some people. And there are different kinds, so I know that. But my question is, and I'm finally getting there, if you take a pill, if you take an Ambien, or a Lunesta, or whatever they're called, I think there's some others like, something with the word relief in it, or something. And I'm wondering, if you take these and you go to bed, what happens? Can you sleep? Or can you get right back up and function? And this is something I've always thought was interesting, and I don't encourage this. I think you really should only do this if you're prescribed to the medication. But I've always thought it would be interesting to get with someone, maybe, who has Ambien, for whatever reason. I'm assuming it's prescribed to them. And they take one. And I take one. And we do something. We play a video, right? We watch a movie or something. And we see how we both react to that. Because for me, I think if you have like really, really bad insomnia and that person isn't used to the medication, I think if they take it, they're going to be out in 5 minutes, a half an hour tops. And for me, I can just take it and not really feel anything. Like maybe I'll just feel a little relaxed. Maybe I'll feel a little better. But in the end, I'm still awake. I'm functional. I'm not falling asleep. I'm not falling over. I could leave my house right now. I could go to the store. I could go shopping. I could make phone calls. And this is all the drug that's, the whole thing is that it's supposed to knock you the fuck out. And that really makes me wonder what the fuck is wrong with me. Okay. So that's been my TED Talk. I hope it makes sense. I hope it's kind of interesting. And if you can relate to it in any way, do please feel free to make a comment. Because I'm really, really curious about this. About if there are other people like me that can just take an Ambien and just be fine. You're like, whatever. It does nothing. It it seems bizarre to me. But it really is the case. And I doubt that I am really that special. Or the only one. So, I'm going to upload this video to Facebook. I'm going to make it public. I will probably upload it to my Joffrey Willinger account. And I am also going to share it to a few groups that I'm in. about insomnia and see what they have to say, because I'm very curious. Alright? So that's all I got. If you don't know me, normally I do horror games. I play them because they are fun, and I do them about once, or twice, or thrice a week, and I upload them to YouTube. I will upload. I won't upload, but I will link that channel in the comments as well, just so people have it if they want to check it out. So yeah, it's 5 in the morning now, and it's getting late, and birds are tweeting, and I should go to bed. And I'm gonna try again, but this whole just laying there for hours, not being able to sleep, is terrible. And I would probably wish it on no one. So yep, that's my video. One take, no edits. Gonna upload it. Let's see what happens. Alright? Peace.